Good morning. We're just doing the train station. It's 6:52, Tuesday, February 25th, and we're going to turn this screen around if I can get across the street without getting run over first. And we turn the screen around, which is fantastic. So what's going on in the markets today? E-mini is up. The rest of the world indices are down. Russian index RTS is getting just hammered. I think that has a lot to do with the big breakdown in gold. We're walking by the CME right now. Still doing a lot of construction over there. There's the river, by the way. There's the south view, north view. All right, back to the markets. Yeah, E-mini is up. Stocks are up in the States. They're down pretty much everywhere else in the world. The only other index I saw that was up a little bit was Nifty in India. Go figure. POTUS Trump is in India, and stocks are up there, and stocks are up in the U.S. They're down everywhere else. Yeah, is that effect? Bonds are flat here in the U.S. Their rates for bond futures is Boons up in Europe. Gilts are up. JGBs are up. The Boon futures are doing well pretty much everywhere else. Dollars, not much going on in the dollar too much. Crude's off a little bit. A couple of other things that I looked at today that were kind of interesting was palm oil. This is kind of effective. Just palm oil's got a bad name, but also coronavirus might play into it a good deal too. Coronavirus, by the way, a few more cases popping up in Europe and Bosnia, a few other places, so it's always something to keep an eye on. But what I was going to talk about with palm oil has been coming off for about a month and a half, 2 months. It's kind of an interesting little market they have over there. And, it's heavily based over in Asia. So if you wonder what type of connection it has to what's going on with coronavirus, I'm not sure there's an affiliation or not. Another market that was actually up heavy today that's Asian based to a great extent is rubber. Rubber futures, I think, we're up like 3%. Rubber, where they actually trade rubber. We actually have rubber on 3 different markets. TT does. You can trade rubber at INE, International Energy Exchange, which is a branch of the Shanghai Futures Exchange in China. You can also trade rubber at TOCOM in Tokyo. You can also trade rubber at SGX in Singapore. So 3 different exchanges to trade rubber on. I know there used to be a pretty liquid spread there between TOCOM and SGX, and I think TOCOM, and I don't know, obviously not the China one too much because that's really just opened up, but there used to be a decent spread there. I haven't tried to build that in a while. I'm going to try and build that and see what it looks like. Also, for non-US traders, there's an interesting little Bitcoin trading challenge going on that you might want to take a look at. It's called CoinFlex, which TT's affiliated with a little bit. They use our front end over there. CoinFlex has offered a Bitcoin, or no, they're called the bracket wars. They're using TT order type called bracket orders to allow people to scalp in and out of Bitcoin futures. And the most effective traders, the people who make the most or do the most trades, something along those lines, is actually getting paid out in Tether. So they're actually getting paid out the winning Tether for trading well. That is not available to people in the US, but it's worth checking out. I've got a hashtag to it there. You can follow them at coinflex.com or reach out to Mark David Lamb, who's the CEO there. He can explain it to you, or reach out to me. I can tell you about it as well. But it's an interesting little trading battle. Again, it's called Bracket Wars. I think they just started them up again yesterday. They've done several in the past, but I think they're trying to do them much more frequently right now. So you can get in there, use a bracket order. What is a bracket order? A bracket order is essentially you place an initial order to assume a position. Let's say you want to buy one at 15. As soon as you get filled, it's going to enter an OCO. So it's going to put a stop loss down below, and it's going to put a profit order up above. And you can configure those so you can have differentials to be whatever you want. The stop loss to be 20 ticks below, 50 ticks below, 100 ticks below, whatever. While the profit order is, again, whatever, 50 ticks up, 100 ticks up, 300 ticks up, whatever you want to do. That's a canned order type on the TT platform. Then they've got I think we built a little bit of a derivative of that for them for the bracket wars. So they have a version of that. You can go in and do bracket orders and win yourself some Tether. So it's worth checking out. Those are, again, the bracket wars. If you want to trade Bitcoin futures, and that's not available for people in the US. So if you're in Canada, if you're in Europe, you're in Asia, you're welcome to go and contact people at CoinFlex and trade in the bracket wars. And I'm at the elevator bank. I'm kind of curious this will keep going while I get in the elevator. Heading to JAV. Yes, I am heading to my JAV. And I got an elevator. Oh, hold on. I'm on the TD elevator bank right now. Well, elevator bank of the building. So, anyone else have anything interesting to talk about? What else did I see this morning coming in? Not much. Oh, gold. Gold's getting just hammered. Kind of some of the money off the books with that a little bit. On the other side, palladium. Palladium kind of laughed at everything. Palladium's been around forever. It seems like it got hit a little bit yesterday, and it bounced right back today. It just kind of said it's just a flesh wound, no big deal. I'm gonna keep going higher. So palladium is rallying again, and inside the CT offices now. So I'm gonna sign off for now. Maybe log back in later. But if you got any questions, got anything to say, give me a shout, and we'll talk about it. And I'm one of the few people here this early, except for Michael Haven, who's one of our doc guys, sits by me. He's looking over. He's like, "Who are you talking to? Why are you doing that?" So I'm going to leave him be. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.